Hey everyone, welcome to today's Monday Morning Minute. Today is April 5th, and today and probably here on out, we have some pretty short Monday morning minutes for you all as we're nearing the end of the semester and as our plates are hopefully starting to clear and empty. Um, so this week I just want to talk about e-workshops, our very first week. I know I introduced them last Friday, but I want to walk through them again just to make sure we're all on the same page. And then just a couple course notes, a few reminders for you, mostly a repeat of what we talked about on Friday, but sometimes it's helpful to hear the same information multiple times. Okay, so this week, I'm asking you to complete the first steps, which are just kind of an orientation to the e-workshop, and the first unit, unit 1 of whichever e-workshop you want to choose. So I asked you on Friday to complete a Google form, and I did that because I was worried that we may not be able to get all of the e-workshops up and running. And so I wanted to make sure that I could put people in certain categories if needed based on whichever e-workshops were available. Thankfully, though, as I hope you heard on Friday when I sent the email, they're all up in our Canvas course. They're all ready to go. You have your pick. Go with whatever. Doesn't have to match what you put on the form. Anything you want. You start that e-workshop. So remember that for every unit, there are those 3 components. There's the explore component, which is giving you information. Often you'll watch videos, maybe read some articles. Then the second piece is make it work. You come up with some sort of an artifact. And remember too, with the make it work, there are multiple options. Feel free to revise, revamp any of those existing options, or feel free to do something completely different. Usually the last option is you make it work. So you take the ideas within the unit that you learned in Explore and you put it into practice, into use. I'm going to challenge you all to really try to draw on your own experiences, think forward to what might be helpful for you to do for your own learning. Like I'm really wanting us to be in charge of our own learning as we go through these e-workshops, since we'll all be taking, different e-workshops and we'll be learning different content. However, if you are truly stuck and you're thinking, oh, I have no idea what I can do. Please feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to each other as well. I know you got that group chat going on, but I am here to help if the make it work is tripping you up. And then the final piece of the unit is to share. So you'll share your artifact, whatever your make it work was, share it. You can include a reflection. You can, tell us about it if you'd like. There are no strict requirements in terms of the narrative around it. Just share with us what you did. And that first share, unit 1, that will be due on Sunday the 11th. Remember that there is no requirement either to follow up with your peers if you'd like to, and I encourage you to, of course, but that's not a formal requirement. You can just post your artifact, move on to unit 2. So while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and navigate to our course Canvas page. And you will notice right away when you log in that the home page has changed. And I'm hoping again that this makes things a little bit easier for you. So what I've done here is I've just included all of these hyperlinks, these course links that will take you right to your chosen e-workshop. All right, so here they all are just from our home page. You can click and you will be taken to the appropriate e-workshop. So notice here a couple of things. It's all laid out here. Here are all the pieces of first steps. Here are all the pieces of unit 1. Here's the share, right? That's what's due on Sunday. And you can then very easily move on to different units, skip around as you need to. Also remember that when you click on a page, you can also advance through simply by scrolling down and hitting either previous or next. You can also use these buttons here, explore, make it work, to move ahead to that particular section, if that's helpful for you. Home will take you to the first steps. that's maybe not as useful. But here, if you want to kind of go through multiple units, also if you want to see which units we're not doing, you can skip ahead too if you'd like. The other piece that I wanted to point out here, again, when you click from home on whichever e-workshop you'd like to take, you'll notice that it takes you to modules. So some folks were saying, I'm really interested in this e-workshop, but I would love to learn more about this other topic. I just want to let you all know that these e-workshops live at the bottom of our modules page. If you scroll down far enough, here, I'll scroll way up to the top. Here's week 1. Here are all our weeks. You can individually, you can collapse these if it's helpful, and that way it kind of cleans things up. So you are welcome to, for instance, let's say that you're in another e-workshop, but you're interested in what translanguaging is, and you're just kind of curious. You are welcome to skip around. I would highly recommend checking out every explore, because again, that's kind of where the content is. That's where the new ideas are introduced and discussed. So you do have access technically to all of these e-workshops, even though I'm asking you only to complete one. And I hope that's clear, and if it's not, please do let me know. Okay, so that's what's coming up this week. Just the first steps, read through that information and complete Unit 1. Explore, make it work, share. And then just a couple of course notes for you all. Remember that our micro-teaching, that's essentially our last big assignment, our last 20-point assignment for the semester. That initial post, so of your video and your narrative, is due this coming Sunday, the 11th. And check back into that discussion forum sometime between the 11th and the 18th to follow up on your peers. Remember, it's kind of a 2-part assignment there. Also, as I said on Friday, please feel free to sign up for individual conferences with me. You can access that sign up link through our Canvas modules. I've just included it in every week going forward. And then, as I said as well, just a little reminder that I will be adding an optional synchronous session on Friday, the 30th of April. That's the very last Friday of the semester. Totally optional. I envision us just kind of chatting about how the semester went, sharing a virtual space, which, is not quite a replacement of sharing the same physical space, but at least it's something. So look out for that. And of course, I'll give you more information about that as we get a little bit closer. That's all I have for you this week, my friends. Please take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and let me know if I can be of any service to you. All right, cheers.